I'm just waiting for the camera while everything kind of gets going. Hi, hi, hi. Mojo Medium here. I'm your hostess with the mostest, of course, and welcome to the newly renamed again Magic and Meaning with Mojo Medium. I love it. Don't you love it? It's great. Magic and meaning. And so here's why. Let me tell you why. I'm very excited. And we're going to talk about excitement. We are going to talk about excitement, baby. But I'm very excited because for a couple of reasons, several reasons, bunch of reasons. I'm excited. So the reason that I changed the name of the show yet again, I know, the MoJo show wasn't descriptive enough. Absolutely. Ooh, hold on a second. I didn't turn on the lights. Turn on the lights, baby. All right. The MoJo show just, it's cute and catchy and whatever, but it's not very descriptive of what the show's about. And so then I had it set up as manifesting, meditation, and miscellany. And that was kind of cute. And I like the alliteration. I always like alliteration. It's catchy. And the M's all go with Mojo Medium and blah, 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 right? And I thought, manifesting, meditation, and miscellany, I think that doesn't go far enough to describe what I'm here for and here about either. And so I thought, well, what is it? And this was in this morning's spray and pray time. Okay, that's when I get in the shower in the morning and I talk to my angels and guides and we say, good morning, good morning, good morning. I used to do a show over on Facebook and people liked it when I sang. So I'll sing for you sometimes. Anyway, so I say good morning. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for this great day ahead. What's going on? And sometimes I will have something to ask the divine about, and sometimes I receive lovely downloads from the cosmos. And that's one of the things that happened today. That I knew that this show was coming up at 3, and like we do every week, and that I wanted to call it something that that appeals to you, that makes sense to you, that means something. So meaning, right? So magic is a lot of what I talk about. And I talk about magic in terms of how you create what you want, love, and enjoy in your life and stop settling for the same old dookie, right? And so that is magic. I mean, if you can create, attract, or allow something into your life that you really, really enjoy, then isn't it kind of magical? It's kind of magical, right? So my manifestation course is called Make Magic with Mojo. Now that has never changed. That course has always been called Make Magic with Mojo. Pardon me, little fragola in my throat. So magic just makes sense, like talking about how magical the universe can really be if you know how to plug in, if you know how to plug into it and figure out how to get what you want, what you like, love, enjoy, and so forth. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put this down just a minute. That's better. I like that. It's nice. All right, so let's get back to the magic. And then meaning, I feel like we're all looking for meaning, especially now. I mean, when you look at something in your life, anything in your life, anything that's going on in the world, do you ask why? Or what does this mean? Or what's going to happen now? That's what I mean about meaning. What does this mean? I'm always teaching my clients, look for the messages. I like messages better than lessons. People say, what am I supposed to learn from this experience? Oh, I know that there's a lesson here. And until you get the lesson, you keep having the same experiences to teach you the same lesson. And the thing about lessons is that as a manifestation, life, and spiritual coach, I feel like spirituality coach, yeah. I feel like lessons makes it sound like you can pass or fail. And I don't want you to feel like you can fail at being you or fail at life. You can't fail. There's no grade or anything. Nobody's judging you. That's the point. Nobody's judging you except you. And yeah, people judge. Okay. So yeah, people judge, but God isn't judging you. There's no judgment from the universe. The universe has one answer, and that is yes. And so when you say, oh, I'm so miserable, I hate my job, the universe says yes. And you say, I'm so miserable and I hate my job. And that's what you're feeling, and that's the frequency at which you are vibrating. The universe says yes. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Now you know why I called it Magic and Meaning with MoJo. All right. And I put MoJo Medium on there just because I do. That's my name. Okay. Now then, what else am I excited about? Oh, I'm excited. Okay. So speaking of manifestation and magic, there's something that I have been wanting to create. Let's say that there's a shift that I would like to have happen in my work. It's a secret. I'm not telling anybody yet. I'm not telling anybody. I told a client yesterday. I said, "You're the first one to find out. You're the first one to know. Aren't you lucky?" So there is something that I've been wanting to do actually for a long time, and I really kind of started to gel the concept recently. Kind of like I want to do this. I want this to be part of my business. And so I took steps to make a couple of changes that are kind of going in that direction and really started thinking about what would that be like? What would it be like if I can create this shift? And so I was kind of in thinking about it and imagining what it would be like. That's what we mean when we say to shift your vibration, your vibrational frequency, or to change your energy. That's what we're talking about. A lot of times it's about your imagination and your feelings and your thoughts. So if you're feeling, oh, I'm miserable, I hate my job, then that's a frequency. And if you're feeling, I'm excited because this change is coming, that's a frequency. And you can see how the universe will match up. Miserable, hate your job, keeps going. Very, very excited. Shift is here. Shift is happening. The change is going on. Maybe I should rename this show Shift Happens. That would be fun. There might already be one. I don't know. Have you ever heard of a show called Shift Happens? All right, we'll think about it. Okay, I should probably write it down. So let's keep going with the excitement part. I got to write it down. I'm a write it down kind of person. Are you? And actually, writing down things always helps me remember them. But writing down is part of manifestation as well, especially journaling and a certain kind of journaling. It's very effective. Okay, back to the excitement and the shift that I'm hoping for. So yesterday, I think it was, got into the shower in the morning, spray and pray time, right? And I had this feeling come over me of just tremendous excitement. And I felt like the shift was already here. That's like right here. Like I know it. I trust it. I feel it. It's here. And I was just like so excited about it. And it reminded me of two things. And they both start with this, and that is Christmas Eve. So when I was a kid, I've always been very magical minded, I loved Christmas. I still love Christmas. I wish I got to make Christmases magical, but I don't have that opportunity anymore. But my mom made Christmas really magical for me and my sister. And I made Christmases really magical for my daughters. And so when I was a kid on Christmas Eve, and I realized as I was telling this story to somebody, I realized that I must have been at least 9 years old when I'm remembering this. I was thinking I was much younger. But I had to have been at least 9 years old when most kids have quit believing in Santa. I hung on to that because I loved the magic. I loved it so much. I love that magical, mystical, mysterious kind of stuff, really cool fairies and elves and, Christmas magic. So I remember my sister had a trundle bed and I would sleep on the trundle and she'd be in her bed on Christmas Eve. I had my own room, but on Christmas Eve, we slept in the same room. And this may have been because I was prone to getting up at 2 in the morning to go see what Santa had brought me because I was really excited. And so I'm not sure if that's why we started sleeping in the same room on Christmas Eve or if we always did it. But this particular time that I'm thinking of is, and I think it happened every year, I don't know, but I must have been about 9, maybe even 10. No, I had to be 9. I don't know. Okay. So I'm lying there in bed. I could not sleep. I was so excited. I was incredibly excited. I'm telling you, I would tremble, literally tremble. My whole little body would tremble with excitement. I was so excited. I could not wait. And I was getting excited up to Christmas, but Christmas Eve, that's the big night, right? Big magical night. And so there's my sister who's 3.5 years older than I am. Peggy, Peggy, can we go downstairs? Can we go downstairs? No, Susan, go to sleep. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I don't know, maybe I'm the only kid who ever did that, but I was so excited. And so my sister, she was like, go to sleep. And eventually my parents laid down the rule. They wanted us to come get them before we went downstairs so they could go down and turn on the tree lights and then they could see us being excited coming into the room. And we were not allowed to wake them up before 5 a.m. Oh my gosh, it was a long night for me. It was a long night for me to be trembling in my little bed, in my little trundle bed. So here's the thing about that excitement. And like I said, 2 things about that excitement in this situation. One thing was I knew Santa had come. I knew he would come and I knew he came at midnight. I knew that he had left presents for me. And I trusted those things. I had complete knowing and trust about Santa Claus coming and giving me presents. And it was so much fun for me that I was super excited. But I trusted and I knew and I felt it. I felt it was there. I felt it was happening. Right? So it was completely matching something that's already there. That was my feeling. And so when I had this feeling about the shift in my business that I want, I had a similar feeling. I didn't tremble and I didn't wake my sister up. But I had that same feeling, that excitement. And I thought, why am I so excited? And I went, because it's here. It's here. I already know. I know it. I trust it. I feel it. I know it. I trust it. I feel it. And it was a true feeling. Okay. So that's one of the big things. Okay. Here's the other thing about excitement. I'm checking my time here because I don't want to keep you too long. But here's the other thing about excitement. Think about those physical signs of excitement. When you're excited, tremble. Oh, maybe you go like this. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm still like that when I'm going to Disney World, which I haven't been in a long time, but I'm going to go next year. I'm very excited. So think about how you feel when you're excited. Tensing up little parts of you, maybe sucking your teeth and, biting. I'm excited. I'm excited, right? Now think about when you feel anxious, nervous, or scared. I don't want to get a shot. Oh, I hope I do well on the test. Oh, I'm so scared I'm not prepared. What's another thing to be anxious about? Oh, I'm afraid that I'm going to catch an illness. I'm afraid I'm going to get sick. Okay. Excuse me, I got to kind of stretch out and blow out after that. So the physical signs of excitement are similar, very similar to the physical signs of anxiety. Ooh, when I realized this a few years ago, I was like, okay, so Excitement, happy excitement. Is there anxiety in there? Well, in my two examples, no, there was no anxiety. There was the feel, trust, and know feelings, right? In anxiety, though, there is fear in there, right? So that's different. And yet they feel very similar. So physically, they feel similar. And actually, I am not a psychologist and I don't pretend to be one, but I'm betting that those two feelings are in the same part of the brain. That'd be my guess. Somebody tell me about that. Clue me in. Tell us what the science is. I'll have to ask Maya Bialik. She knows about this stuff. All right. So here's what I figured out. We've got excitement and we've got anxiety. Excitement and anxiety. If you dig down under the anxiety and see what's under there, like, oh, I hope I don't pass the test. Maybe you could think instead, I hope I pass the test, or I'm going to pass the test. If you are afraid of getting the shot, oh, I don't want to get a shot. I'm afraid of getting a shot. So that's fear. Is there anything that you could be happy or excited about? Oh, but when I get the shot, I won't get sick. Okay. So take those examples and extrapolate them to anything that makes you feel anxious or frightened. When I think about it, when I was that same child, I was never a different child, but when I was that same child, I would also have nightmares, and sometimes I would get afraid of the dark. I was constantly surrounded by people I couldn't see, and I could tell they were there, and it was kind of creepy. And or I'd have a bad dream, or I'd wake up in the night and feel scared. It was the same kind of feeling physically. It was trembling, and then maybe if I got guts enough, I'd call out for my mom, "Mommy!" Right? So is there anything under there that's good that you could find excitement about? Because what I find is that anxiety is actually excitement wrapped in fear. It doesn't mean that what you're anxious about isn't a bad thing or a negative thing. It just means that it's the same feeling. Anxiety is excitement wrapped in fear. And so when you're feeling anxiety, and again, this is not psychology, this is spirituality. When you are feeling anxiety, try to find something good in that thing that is giving you the anxiety and see if you can feel an excitement instead. If you can peel off the fear and find the excitement. Okay, that's a fun one, isn't it? Isn't that really cool? And now you know my neurotic childhood. Um, so so try to be excited today. And you know what? If you are feeling, "Oh, I'm miserable, like I hate my job, I'm miserable." If you're feeling that, try to find something to be excited about. And think of something that's with you right now. Like, for example, I just blew out my candle from Evil Queen. This one's called Big Witch Energy. I really like it. It smells wonderful. Um, so, like, you might be miserable, but you pick up this candle that you have and you go, I love this candle. This is so cool. And Evil Queen is so neat. Her name is Ida Sophia, and she is just such a cool person. And she makes these things that make me happy. I'm very excited about getting another candle from Evil Queen. You see how I'm talking about that? The more you practice being excited about something and that you trust, and you feel, I know that I have this candle. I can trust it. I can feel it. And I know that I can get another one from Evil Queen. I know. I know it. I trust it. I feel it. I find it exciting. I know I'm going to Disney World next year. I know it. I'm making it happen. I know it. I trust it. I feel it. I'm excited about it. Okay? These are fantastic methods of manifestation. This is how you create what you want in your life and stop settling for the same old dookie. All right, I'm going to leave you with that thought, and I'm going to tag Evil Queen, and I'm going to tag who was the other one I mentioned? Whatever, I'll tag them. All right, and I'll tag you. So thank you very much, and I'm glad you were here. See you next week, same time, same bat channel, Magic and Meaning with Mojo Medium, right here, 3 p.m. Central Time every Wednesday. Thank you. Ta ta.